Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball.
Well, welcome into another edition of Inside UNA Basketball with Bobby Champagne. I'm Benjamin Ray. In this episode, we're going to talk about UNA's 81-67 home loss to Christian Brothers inside of Flowers Hall. Christian Brothers, the preseason favorite in the Gulf South Conference, came into town, Coach, and in the first half it was a pretty close ball game, a 4-point lead, but then in the second half, CBU was able to sort of pull away with the game.
Yeah, conference is pretty tough. Got three ranked teams, Christian Brothers being one of them. Tough game for us early on in the game. Played really well, did a good job defending and rebounding. Christian Brothers got in a little bit of a rhythm in the second half, and we were unable to overcome their hot shooting.
Christian Brothers scored the first 4 points of the ball game. After that, your team went on a 10-0 run, on way to building a 9-point lead early in the first half. Halftime score ended up being a 4-point lead for Christian Brothers. But for your squad, what was working so well in the first half?
Well, we were doing a pretty good job of executing. We were doing a good job of defending their offense. It's very deliberate, and they do a very good job of executing. But we did a good job of guarding. We did a good job of staying in front of them. Didn't get back cut very, very often, and contested their three. So, that's what didn't work in the second half. We didn't do a good job of those things.
Take us into the halftime locker room down 4. What were you guys talking about? What sort of adjustments did you want to see?
Well, just discussing the game plan and what we had talked about heading into that ball game. Doing a good job of defending their post player, doing a good job of defending their point guard, which is pretty much what their keys are, and then those two guys set up everybody else.
In the second half, Christian Brothers pushed the lead out to 19 points, and it felt like every time we were able to trim into that, they were able to answer with a 3 or a big shot in the post. We trimmed it to 10 with about 2 minutes left in the ball game, but that was as close as we'd be able to get.
Yeah, once again, making free throws was a big factor, and then we tend to not play as hard on the defensive end when our jump shot's not going, and Christian Brothers does a good job of staying in front of you and contesting those shots. So, just a tough ball game for us at home, and it's one of those things in the league that you got to contend with.
3 players finished in double figures for North Alabama in the ball game. Coming up next, we'll take a look at the first and second half highlights. We have our Lions Lair segment as well as our 30-second shot clock. It's a jam-packed episode. This is Inside UNA Basketball with Bobby Champagne.
Looking for a stylish new vehicle that gets great gas mileage? Then look no further than Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. Drive home today in a 33-mile-per-gallon stylish Buick Encore or 27-mile-per-gallon elegant Buick LaCrosse. Check out the economical 32-mile-per-gallon all-new GMC Terrain or the all-new 27-mile-per-gallon GMC Acadia. Test drive a GMC Sierra or GMC Canyon pickup. Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. After 53 years, still the Shoals area's only locally owned and operated GM dealership.
Hey friends, I'm Gene Solings. Are you looking for a place to watch the next big game? 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports is your spot. 306 has 30 HD TVs where the big game is always on. And Back Alley is a sports bar where the food matters. 306 Barbecue features fresh, off-the-pit barbecue along with all of your game time favorites. 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports where the food matters in historic downtown Florence.
When you support Lil Steve's convenience stores, you're supporting small American family-owned businesses. They, in turn, support our high schools, community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Lil Steve's, you're saying, we believe in America. Visit one of these Lil Steve's locations in Florence on Pine Street and on Florence Boulevard, Cloverdale Road in Petersville, and Woodward Avenue in Muscle Shoals. Lil Steve's, where UNA shops.
Christian Brothers was in a half-court trap. D-ball catches it at the high elbow on the left side, backs down McGee with the left shoulder, right-hand turnaround jump hook. That ball softly drops in, and Christian Brothers with a 4-0 lead, 60 seconds in. Bobby Champagne up off the bench, barking out orders. They're standing here in Flowers Hall. Tolliver runs the point, UNA down 4, 8:55 on the clock. Adrian left corner, back out to Tolliver. Kendall up top, right wing to Tolliver. Hodge, right corner, Tolliver gets it back. UNA reverses the floor. Here's Adrian on the left side. Stafford, 3 from straight away. That ball's up and in. Kendall Stafford, that's how you beat his own. Knocks it home. 1-point lead now for CBU. D-ball up top, bounce pass left side to Larrabee. Backs down Tolliver, kicks it out right wing to Larkin, a 3. With 5 on the shot clock, air ball. Tolliver gets the board for North Alabama. 2 minutes in, UNA down one. Tolliver free throw line bounce pass to McGee. Right block, McGee powers it up over Trentman and D-ball, and UNA takes the lead 5-4. CBU continuing their ball movement. They shoot 47% from the floor. One of the top marks in the conference. Trentman right wing to Larkin up top. A deep look from three. Short off the front of the rim. Stafford gets the board for North Alabama. UNA with a 1 point lead. Adrian transition three. Right wing. He knocks it home. 8-4 North Alabama.
Yeah, the two previous losses to Auburn, Montgomery, and UAH, Christian Brothers both in those games did not shoot the ball very well from beyond the three-point line. Lions hoping to try to equal that effort here tonight.
Tolliver pull-up jumper from the free throw line comes up short, but the rebound is tipped out to Tolliver near half court, and UNA goes to work against this 2-3 CBU zone. Adrian drives left corner, kicks it out right wing to Tolliver. Shot fake, drives in, left block, left-handed layup on the left side, powers up and in. 10-4, a 6-point North Alabama lead. A 7-0 run for CBU out of the media timeout. We've played nearly 7 minutes into the first. Tolliver left wing. Now Dede has it right wing. His look from three, he drains it. Dede Smith knocks it home, and North Alabama pushes the lead back out to 5. 18-13 our score. UNA led by 9. Now that lead is down to 3. 11:50 on the clock here in the first. UNA still with a 3-point lead as Christian Brothers goes back to the half-court zone. It's Dede, Stafford, Adrian, Clayton, and Tolliver in the game for North Alabama. Dede, left wing, catch and shoot three. That ball's up, left side of the rim. Tolliver tips the rebound. Offensive board, North Alabama. Tolliver pulls it out and will set the offense. Dede, left wing, shot fake. CBU settles into a man-to-man zone. Tolliver right wing mismatch with Trentman up top to Clayton. Swings it left side to Adrian. Adrian has the mismatch against D-ball. Attacks, jump stop up top to Tolliver. Shot fake, drives in. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow, swishes home. Tavares Tolliver gives UNA 20 points and a 5-point advantage 9 minutes into this first half. Larrabee with a three for the lead. Banks it in from the right wing. I don't know if he called bank. He must have because it counted. 23-20 our score. Christian Brothers with a 3-point advantage. Jeff Hodge with a left-hand runner won't go. Stafford's putback won't go. McGee offensive board. He goes up with it the right hand. He had bodies all over him. Bulldozes up and in. 1 point lead now for CBU. 23-22.
Lions looking for a foul as Tavares went to the basket strong, trying to draw contact, then Sharwin picked up the offensive foul.
And Sharwin McGee with 2 fouls stays in the game, and right off the bat, D-ball attacks him, and Sharwin strips it away. Here comes Jeff Hodge with it. UNA down one, bounce pass right block. Adrian in transition, lays it up and in. Great find from the senior to Adrian Smith, and UNA reclaims the lead, 24-23. Back and forth we go. Clock approaches 8 minutes remaining in the first. Adrian left side. McGee has it up top, right wing to Hodge. Hodge around the screen, dumps it off, right block to McGee, into the body of D-ball, can't connect, bounces off the rim. Stafford with the right-handed putback in the air. North Alabama back on top by 1. He backs it down for Christian Brothers into the body of McGee. Double team, kicks it out left wing to Mays. Back to D-ball, give and go, turns it over. Smith has it, that's Adrian. Right side of the floor, right-handed layup. North Alabama goes up by 3 after Adrian Smith has the fast break layup. 30-27 our score. Bounce pass left block to Lyons. Gets past Clayton, easy layup. And all of a sudden it's a 5-point lead for CBU. A nice run from Christian Brothers here. Hodge lobs it right block to Stafford. He goes up and in and one. Fouled by Brad Miller, who runs to the Christian Brothers bench in frustration. And UNA needed that basket with 35.4 seconds left in the half. Tolliver to inbound in front of the CBU bench. Adrian Smith catches it, drives in the lane, high floater, air ball, and the first half will come to a close. It's North Alabama trailing Christian Brothers, the number 18 ranked team in the nation, by a score of 39-35, a 4-point advantage for CBU heading to the halftime locker room.
Looking for a stylish new vehicle that gets great gas mileage? Then look no further than Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. Drive home today in a 33-mile-per-gallon stylish Buick Encore or 27-mile-per-gallon elegant Buick LaCrosse. Check out the economical 32-mile-per-gallon all-new GMC Terrain or the all-new 27-mile-per-gallon GMC Acadia. Test drive a GMC Sierra or GMC Canyon pickup. Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. After 53 years, still the Shoals area's only locally owned and operated GM dealership.
Hey friends, I'm Gene Solings. Are you looking for a place to watch the next big game? 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports is your spot. 306 has 30 HD TVs where the big game is always on. And Back Alley is a sports bar where the food matters. 306 Barbecue features fresh, off-the-pit barbecue along with all of your game time favorites. 306 Barbecue and Back Alley Sports where the food matters in historic downtown Florence.
When you support Lil Steve's convenience stores, you're supporting small American family-owned businesses. They, in turn, support our high schools, community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Lil Steve's, you're saying, we believe in America. Visit one of these Lil Steve's locations in Florence on Pine Street and on Florence Boulevard, Cloverdale Road in Petersville, and Woodward Avenue in Muscle Shoals. Lil Steve's, where UNA shops.
It's time for the 30-second shot clock. Tonight's contestant is John Brown. John, are you ready?
Yes.
What's your full name?
John Edward Brown.
What's your birthday?
July 27, 1999.
LeBron or Kevin Durant?
LeBron.
Who won the 1979 NCAA Division II Basketball National Championship?
North Alabama.
What is the most points you've scored in a basketball game?
39.
In the alphabet, what comes after the letter L?
M.
Would you rather have ice skates for feet or hammers for hands?
Ice skates for feet.
Who would be the best dodgeball player on the team?
Kendall.
Who was our 32nd president? Thanks for playing, John. It's UNA basketball to open up this second half, working to our left in their white Adidas home uniforms. It's Tolliver. Tavares Tolliver, Kendall Stafford, Jeff Hodge, D.D. Smith, Adrian Smith, and Sharwa McGee, who set for most of that first half in foul trouble. Stafford, left block, goes underneath, reverse layup, might have been blocked by D-Ball, gets it back out to Hodge. Adrian has it up top, kicks it out right wing to Jeff Hodge. There's the look from three. Jeff Hodge in and out, can't get it to go. Look at Tolliver, offensive rebound, right block, goes up strong, blocked. McGee can't get his putback to go. Third opportunity for UNA. Sharwa McGee finally goes up, looks towards the UNA bench. Once again, the lead back out to 4. Both teams score on their opening possession 60 seconds into the second half. UNA basketball down 4. Here's Sharwin on the right side. Stafford has it right corner. Quick catch and shoot 2 from about 16 feet. Drops home. D-ball in the right corner. Hits Trentman as he cut through the lane. Backwards layup with the left hand, banks in, and it's a 6-point CBU lead now. 45-39, under 2 minutes have gone by in this second half. UNA basketball back left, Tolliver on the left wing, up top to McGee. McGee right side to Hodge. Hodge drives in, jump stop in the lane with the left hand up and under. D-ball finishes on the left block. 4-point lead now for CBU. The Lions need a stop. D-ball drives right, dumps off right wing to Larkin. Drives to the free throw line, left side. Larrabee with a look from 3. Dagger knocks it home, and it's a 14-point lead for Christian Brothers. 7 minutes into the second half. UNA trailed by 5 at the half. Now the Lions find themselves down 14. Tolliver left wing, he wants a look from 3. He knocks that one down, the lefty with a gentle stroke, and it's an 11-point game now. And Christian Brothers will take their time now, up 15.
Excuse me, you feel like UNA just needs to hit one shot to kind of get some momentum in their favor.
Didi in the passing lane, back the other way, finger roll layup. And that cuts the lead back to 13. There's one defensive stop. Now you need to put together consecutive stops. Up top, backdoor court cut to Larrabee, and there's the easy layup. When you have a big man that can pass like that, it's so dangerous. 18-point lead now for CBU, halfway through this second half. Didi on the left side, drives in with the right hand, jump stop left elbow. Stafford left side, drives in. His jump stop in the lane, goes up strong with the right hand. That ball hits the right side of the rim, and North Alabama finally gets a friendly roll. Backdoor cut to Larrabee once again from Larkin on the right side. That time the two were not on the same page. I don't know how many points Larrabee has scored off backdoor cuts, but he has 14. He has 8 points off twos. All 8 of those might be off backdoor cuts. 2 3-point field goals. UNA basketball down 19. Clock under 9. Didi right wing. He has a wide open look from 3. He knocks it home. Lead back down to 16. 70-54. Clock approaches 8 minutes, 7-54 our score. UNA down 16. Here's Lyons, left side, Larkin has it. Larkin around the screen right, free throw line, falls down, gets it out to Trentman. 7 on the shot clock, guarded by McGee. Trentman back to Larkin, 4, 3, step back 3. Dede strips him, Dede steals it. The Smiths, Adrian and Dede down the floor. Dede finishes with the left hand, Larkin with the foul, and North Alabama. A big three-point opportunity here from Dede Smith after the media timeout. Trying to bounce back after dropping 2 of 3 last week. Backdoor cut. D-ball to Larkin, left side. There it is. That play's been there almost all night. The lead back out to 17 for CBU. Adrian, left corner, drives in, pulls it out. Dede up top with it. Works around the screen right. Pulls it out after he's double-teamed. Clock under 6 to play now. Dede in the lane, stripped as he goes up, fight for it. McGee comes away with it. Up and in, timeout taken by Bobby Champagne. 30-second timeout, we'll take it with him. 3:35 to play. UNA still down 15. Tolliver left side. UNA swings it. Adrian right side. Up top to Tolliver. Tolliver to Hodge on the left perimeter. Wants Stafford left block. Stafford double team. Back out to Hodge. Another look from 3 for Jeff Hodge. He finally knocks one down. Missed the first 6. The 7th one finally drops home. Home at the second. 13-point ball game. UNA with the basketball. Under 3 minutes to play. You need some quick buckets. Dede around the double screen right to Stafford up top. Drives, jump stop, stripped from behind by Larkin. Stafford gets it back out to Hodge, up top to Dede. There's a look from 3. Dede Smith buries it. All of a sudden, it's an 11-point ball game. Now Miller takes it on the left wing. Clock hits 5. Bobby Champagne and Mike Nienaber shake hands. Bobby Champagne makes his way down the Christian Brothers bench. The buzzer sounds, and that's your final score. North Alabama falls at home, 81-67.
Looking for a stylish new vehicle that gets great gas mileage? Then look no further than Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. Drive home today in a 33-mile-per-gallon stylish Buick Encore or 27-mile-per-gallon elegant Buick LaCrosse. Check out the economical 32-mile-per-gallon all-new GMC Terrain or the all-new 27-mile-per-gallon GMC Acadia. Test drive a GMC Sierra or GMC Canyon pickup. Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. After 53 years, still the Shoals area's only locally owned and operated GM dealership.
He is the most interesting man in the Shoals. He is an artist, a writer, a philosopher, a historian, musician, astronomer, wine connoisseur, environmentalist, Peace Prize recipient. When he speaks, people hang on each and every word, especially the verbs. His personality is so magnetic that he cannot carry credit cards. It is said that once he taught a German shepherd how to bark in Spanish and taught a horse to read his email. Someone recently asked him what he did for fun, and here is what he said.
I don't eat out every day, but when I do, I eat at City Hardware because to me, it's the most interesting restaurant in the Shoals.
Every adventure starts with an idea, and at CB&S Bank, we help your visions come to life. Imagining a new home? You're in good hands. We can provide the mortgage options you need to build your home sweet home. How about a new ride? We have auto loans with competitive rates and flexible terms to fuel your drive. We've got the most sophisticated and convenient digital products to check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, and even deposit checks all on the go. At CB&S Bank, we put the power of banking in your hands.
Kendarius Smith is this week's 306 Barbecue Player of the Game. Kendarius Dede Smith led UNA with 16 points as the Lions lost to number 18 ranked Christian Brothers 81-67. The Lions have 9 wins this season and are competing to remain among the league leaders in the Gulf South Conference, which features 3 top 25 teams. Smith was 3 of 7 from beyond the three-point line and a perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line on the night. Dede is in his first season at UNA. The junior from Camden, Mississippi is second on the team in scoring at 14 points per game, while shooting 42% from the field, 41% from the three-point line, and 65% from the free throw line. He's also averaging 3 rebounds per game and just over 3 assists per game for the Lions. Dede Smith, the 306 Barbecue Player of the Game. It's time for another Line Layer segment brought to you by CB&S Bank here on Inside UNA Basketball with Bobby Champagne. Our guest for you in this edition, UNA junior forward Kendall Stafford. And Kendall, you have a great story, a great lineage to UNA. Your father played at the University of North Alabama. Your uncle played at the University of North Alabama. What's it been like to keep it in the family and coming back to UNA, bringing the Stafford name back to UNA?
It's been pretty good. Like I said, I just like to play basketball, really, but everything good.
Your father and uncle both had standout careers at the University of North Alabama. In a shooting contest between the three of you, who's the better shooter?
I'm the better shooter out of all.
In a rebounding competition, who's going to get the most rebounds?
I would say my dad.
You're going to give your dad that one?
Yeah.
All right, Kendall, let's talk about your journey to UNA. So you prepped at Corinth High School, grew up in Corinth, Mississippi. Playing high school basketball, what are some of the memories you have from that?
I remember just being out there having fun, playing with a bunch of guys I knew for like a long time. We just clicked and everything was great.
You played junior college basketball at Northeast Mississippi Community College with your current teammate, Dede Smith. So what's it been like playing junior college basketball with Dede and then coming to the University of North Alabama with a close teammate?
Me and Dede clicked very well on the court. We got great chemistry. We just know each other's spots on the court, and that's how we find each other.
Is there a particular NBA player that you try to model your game after?
I would say Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce, and why Paul Pierce?
We kind of play slow and fundamental, and we're good shooters.
Good shooter. You are an excellent shooter. You're also an excellent rebounder. One of the top rebounders in the Gulf South Conference. For you, what's the key? What's the drive to being a good rebounder?
I just go get them for the team. I mean, coach tell me to go rebound. I just do what I got to do.
This is a team this season that also has a lot of new faces on it, but you guys seem to really click as a team and as a family as well. You guys spend a lot of time together off the court building relationships?
Off the court, we just sit around, play the game, and just chill with each other and get to know each other a lot, really.
What were your goals entering this season?
I was just coming in, trying to get a win, get a championship, really. Smart.
Championship basketball, what would it mean to bring a championship to UNA like your father did?
That would be real big for me because my dad did it, and I want to do it myself, really.
Kendall, thanks for chatting with us. That's Kendall Stafford on this edition of the Lions Lair presented by CB&S Bank. We'll take a break. We have more Inside UNA Basketball with Bobby Champagne coming up next.
Every adventure starts with an idea, and at CB&S Bank, we help your visions come to life. Imagining a new home? You're in good hands. We can provide the mortgage options you need to build your home sweet home. How about a new ride? We have auto loans with competitive rates and flexible terms to fuel your drive. We've got the most sophisticated and convenient digital products to check balances, pay bills, transfer funds, and even deposit checks all on the go. At CB&S Bank, we put the power of banking in your hands.
Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. Simpson's is on Cox Boulevard in Sheffield, Highway 72 in Killen, and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, and 3 locations. Since 1981, Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day for towing and repair. Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's speaks for itself. The Simpsons boys say, "Roar Lions."
Hey, Rick and Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Looking for a stylish new vehicle that gets great gas mileage? Then look no further than Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. Drive home today in a 33 mile per gallon stylish Buick Encore or 27 mile per gallon elegant Buick LaCrosse. Check out the economical 32 mile per gallon all new GMC Terrain or the all new 27 mile per gallon GMC Acadia. Test drive a GMC Sierra or GMC Canyon pickup. Ray Miller Buick GMC in Florence. After 53 years, still the Shoals area's only locally owned and operated GM dealership. When you support Lil Steve's convenience stores, you're supporting small American family-owned businesses. They, in turn, support our high schools, community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Lil Steve's, you're saying, we believe in America. Visit one of these Lil Steve's locations in Florence on Pine Street and on Florence Boulevard, Cloverdale Road in Petersville, and Woodward Avenue in Muscle Shoals. Lil Steve's, where UNA shops.
Welcome back into Inside UNA Basketball with Bobby Champagne. We just took a look at the first and second half highlights of UNA's 81-67 loss to Christian Brothers at home. 3 players in double figures. D.D. Smith scored 16 points. He was our player of the game, Coach. He knocked down a lot of big shots throughout the ball game.
Yeah, D.D. had a nice ball game, shot the ball well, did a good job of getting open, and we did a good job of finding him. We got to get more guys getting those good shots, and that's something that having a number of guys step up in each game is going to be important down the stretch.
Shar McGee, 14 points, 7 rebounds, and in the second half of the season, Coach, since coming back from Christmas break, Sharwin just continues to score and grab rebounds.
Yeah, Sharwin's doing a good job. He and Jeff, our 2 seniors, doing a good job leading this team and trying to do what they can to help this team win.
Final thoughts on the ball game, an 81-67 loss. The Gulf South Conference, Coach, is very, very heavy this season, about 1 through 10, about 10 different teams competing for conference spots right now. But your final takeaways from this one?
Well, we didn't do those little things that we needed to win the game, and this team is trying to find how to do that on a consistent basis. We've done it one game, then the next kind of fall off, or we've done it for an extended period of time during the game, and then have stretches during the game where we don't follow through on game plans or execution. And because of the quality of teams that we're playing against, they make you pay for those mistakes.
Our 30-second shot clock segment, we got to meet freshman John Brown. He's redshirting this year, but he's quite the athlete.
Yeah, we got John, Jimmy, and Peyton, the 3 freshmen that are redshirting, and those guys are working hard every day in practice. Future of UNA basketball is bright with those 3 guys, and looking forward to coaching those 3 freshmen the next 4 years.
Our Lions Lair segment, we chatted with Kendall Stafford, a senior or junior on the team. He's leading the team in scoring and rebounding. He has some family connections to UNA as well.
Yeah, Kendall's uncle, Kendall's dad, both played here. Very good players, and Kendall's doing a good job of continuing that legacy. Good to see him thriving, another Northeast Mississippi Community College guy. So nice to have him on the squad.
Coming up next for the University of North Alabama basketball team on Saturday, we'll head to Huntsville to take on UAH. After that, next Thursday and Saturday, Valdosta State and West Florida coming into town. A great chance to catch 2 great games. Thanks for watching this edition of Inside UNA Basketball. That'll do it. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching Inside UNA Basketball.